You are live. This is my live chat. See, this was supposed to be the episode where I did the biggest intro to the live chat, and this is the most what we're doing here. Oh, I need to do the thing. Don't I? This is the most one where I've whoa, I was going off straight away. This is the most one where I'm gonna fucking cancel it. I was gonna cancel this all night. Do you know what I've made the mistake of doing? So usually, this is gonna be a terrible one. This usually I have a joint and then I eat and then I like a up and I let me say that I'm live. I have a up and then we are live. This has just been a shocker. Yeah, I have an up and then I'm like picked up and I'm having a good time. Yes, Tommy G. And but this time but you know what it is? I came home from the gym, a big Chinese, and then I had a joint. And the second I've had that joint, I just want to go to sleep. Like literally to sleep. I had it at about 7:30. And I've just been laying on the couch, just watching Ariel Awani's On the Nose, just thinking, how do I get out of this? Like, I couldn't think of anything worse. Oh, I've still not tweeted We Are Live. I've just spent the first 2 minutes of this saying I was posting on Twitter. Oh man, I'm bombing. This is gonna be like live chat 4. Do you know what live chat episode 4? I get away with it, right? Because it had a terrible, terrible, terrible start like this, and I was bombing. I came on and was bombing, and just somehow managed to pick it up. Let's hope it goes. Yes, Jamie P. Jamie P. Who's Jamie P? Let's hope this one goes in that direction because this is bad. Supreme, yes, Supreme is here. Oh my god! Listen, this is the worst ever. And then guess what? As I've just put on fucking finger, so I wanted to fuck it off. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm too tired for this. I'm like literally lying on the couch, falling asleep with this hot water bottle on, watching fucking Earl Wine interviews, and I'm thinking, do I have to go and fucking do this for an hour? Knackered, right? Bear in mind, I watched UFC last night. Why do I watch them UFC cards? Why do I wake up and watch them UFC cards? I just don't understand why I do it because I was sitting there last night watching it, right? I'm knackered, yeah. I'm waking up and having a coffee to watch people fight, but fasting for, it's Jamie is it Jamie from the group? Is it Jamie from the group? Yes, Harry. Where's the proper people? Not proper people. You're all proper people. How dare me when I'm this bad offend you? Where's Mike and everyone? Oh, Liverpool have played. Shit, Liverpool have played, aren't they? All fucking Mike and all them are not even going to be in, the little rats. I need to put it on Instagram as well. What was we talking about then? That was important. And the odds on tight. I'm going to be tired tomorrow, bro. Steph and I am going to be super, 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 super tired tomorrow. I can't. Do you know what? Let me stick it on there. Right. So do you know what I've done? So this weekend, what have I done? Let me think of my sleep this weekend. Friday, I went to Friday. How sad was Friday? Do you know where something like I built like a debt's due? That was Friday. Tuesday, here for the week. Here for the weekly 2-minute appearance. Make a good one, fella. You're shit, you know, John. Like, do you know what? So Tuesday, do you know what, John? You've come at the very right, at probably the best time for you because you were part of Tuesday. Well, you were seeing the behind the scenes. Tuesday, listen, it was snowing, it was bad, and I couldn't get in work. Yeah, and I was trying to think of any way to get in work, and I kept thinking, well, I'm off on Wednesdays anyway, so this is like 2 days off, so I definitely can't get in work. And then Friday, 6 I had to do 12 hours, and Thursday night, me and Meg finished, you know, that post office thing, someone versus the what's he called? Someone versus the post office, a TV show. You know, it's fucking sick. You know, it's horrible what they did to him. You know, the post office. Is anyone onto this post office scandal? What was we talking about then? About John? Yeah, fuck work. Who's asked about work? Is anyone onto this post office scandal? Has anyone seen this post office thing? What's it called now? Summit Bates in the post office. Hang on, the post office. You can tell I'm fucking feel like I'm fat and everything. Why did I shave my beard off? Why did I shave my beard off? Do you know what? All my life, yeah. All my life, I've grown up with no facial hair. Couldn't grow anything. I used to only for years just get a tash, just like Eddie Murphy. That was it. Big, fat, dirty tash there. Could never grow anything and wanted a beard. And now I can grow a beard. And the other day, I had not a nice beard. Obviously, I look like a scruff and that, but I had a beard and Charlie Bates. Charlie Bates? Is that his name? I had a decent little beard. Do you know what was good about the beard? This is what I've realised. It's like a filter. It hides all the garbage on your face, all this shit, my big overbite and everything, or underbite actually, as I found out today. All this shit on my face, like my jaw's bigger than it should be. Any big corporation outfit do it, to be honest. What? Cunts like government 101, just finger pointing exercise. Oh, right, yeah. Have you seen it? Stefan, have you seen the fucking post office thing? I can't believe it. You're watching it, and obviously you can believe it's happening, but then when I looked into it, because obviously I always have to ruin everything. What fasting do you do? Like, do you think I've been doing fasting at the minute? I've just had a big massive Chinese. Do you know what I am living proof of right now? If there's ever living proof of it, it's me. You cannot outtrain a bad diet, mate. Fuck me. I've been going to the gym, yeah, 3 times a week minimum all through December. And every time I go, I do like a 10K plus half an hour or an hour on the bike and then swim like 1,000 meters and just like spread it out over hours at the gym. And I'm still putting weight on. What you get tonight? Singapore vermicelli. Still got loads of it left to tuck into, Singapore, look at this, yeah. Did I take a picture? Oh, I did. Singapore vermicelli. Satay chicken. JJ's crying. That's why I started on late, because he was screaming, crying. I had to go and change his bum. But he's kicking off. It's going to be a bad night. This is everything about this should have been. The older you get, the harder it gets. The gym, yeah. I feel like, do you know what it is, right? So I've shown my Instagram. This. Tell you what, while I'm telling you about my gym and weight, I'll do the Instagram thing. So when I was younger, I could drop weight no matter what, so I never used to worry about it. I've been doing this exact same routine, yeah, and every single year, I promise you, every year since I was 20. First diet would have been, I was 18 when I did a really bad diet, but 20 was the first time where I went on a crash diet because I thought I'd put a bit of weight on yet to lose weight for my to go to Cavos when I was 21. And it was the first time I did it. Like, I did a proper crash diet where you like, I've never really done proper diets like that before. I've done a long term thing, like months and months, but crash diets, yeah, this is where I found them. 20-year-old, and I lost like stones of weight. Yeah, I can't be asked posting on Instagram. Who's asked? Dude, no one's going to click on this on Instagram and watch it. I'm just talking. Yes, Mike, you must be in the car on the way home. Bournemouth, mate, is a long way to go. We used to go to the pubs after the gym. Don't wonder why the weather wasn't coming off going to the pub. Yeah, see, I've never. How I am with, imagine we're just walking straight out of the fucking gym into the pub. My thing with the gym has never been like, don't have like mates who I go to the gym with or anything. I just go to the gym and do as much cardio as I can to lose weight, because I'm always a fat bastard when it comes to summer. Like, I said in our last live chat I'm going to book an holiday. So I've booked one to go to Spain in 5 weeks because, well, when is it? 27th of February I go, because I just was going to eat myself into, like, I was going to get to sort, and I could feel it already, and I can see the slide. I was going to eat so much that I was going to be massive. And when you put that much weight on, like, you've done it before, you can lose the weight, but it's too much effort in your head. Like, it literally feels like it's going to be too much effort in your head to lose this weight, so you just give up. That's what would have happened if I hadn't booked this holiday. I go to the gym to look at men packages. So what are we saying, everyone in here, right, when it comes to the gym changing rooms? Are you all just getting changed with your wangs out? Because I'm just not into it, me, at all. I promise you, not into it. Right? I'm not one of these weirdos who like will go into like a cubicle, or like I'm not gonna have the towel wrapped around me and like, like dance my fucking boxes up my legs so like no bit of my towel falls off. I'll drop the towel, face the lockers, take my shorts off, put my boxes on or whatever. Yeah. But people are walking around just fucking start bollock naked, and I just think, what are you doing? Like, I find it mad. Who's what? Am I on the wrong side of history? Socks at the first of the keenness. Josh, yes. Even who's was? Yes, was. Scream, I hope you're getting changed with your wangs out. Is everyone getting changed out? Socks at first of the keenness. Socks on first of the keenness. Yeah, they are. Say you've never played Sunday football. I stopped playing football when I was 18, mate, to be honest. So yeah, you're right. I stopped playing when I was 18. I was good at football and played for good football teams. And when I got to 18-year-old, mate, and you go that open age of all men, and you're fucking the player I used to think I was, which was like a bit of a tricky speedster, do you know what I mean? They didn't like me. And you get snapped off men, so it got fucking fucked off. And JJ crying again. Why is he chose tonight to have a bad night? Shower when you're home, put them changes off. Nah, the gym, you can have a shower. Mate, the showers at David Lloyd's are better than my shower here. Why would I not have a shower there, mate? It's fucking. Sometimes I have a shower for like 10 minutes, and then they have that. Is it Elemis? And it's like 50 quid a bottle. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to go up there, me, with a fucking anything. I'll go over fucking 2 litre of fucking Iron Brew or something, and just squeeze that Elemis in it all till it's fucking full. Not for the faint-hearted. Yeah, Sunday league. Yeah, I'm not into all that. Maybe then I would get. Maybe that's what it is. The people who get changed naked in the change rooms were playing football. But yeah, Stefan, I'm going to be tired tomorrow, mate. I said to someone, I reckon I'll still be paying for the UFC on Wednesday. Changes when I was in the army was awful. Fellas doing belly slides, start, but yeah, the army. I can imagine the army's a bit like rugby. Do you know what I mean? Like, just in terms of like, there will be certain people in it, but you get the worst people in it who are just like, do you know, like how it's my sister's is a rugby guy, not really a football guy. And like the stuff he tells me, it's like the stuff that we already all know obviously exists. It's just like the worst. The things they do are the worst things. Like rug, the rugby. Even hate the word banter, but the rugby banter compared to like what we'd all consider funny and that is just completely different in it. Like they stick things up their ass and that on the Christmas do and stuff, and they have like weird forfeits and stuff. My fella Darwin Nunes, like, yeah, it's elite club, mate. Reggie, listen, Reggie, seriously now, Reggie, me and you have been virtual friends for a long, long time now, years and years and years. If you think about it deep down, am I wrong on players more often? Am I not more right on players than I am wrong? I feel like, yeah, Stefan, that's what I mean. The army, I feel like the army is rugby on steads. Could never be in the army. Me. Could I have asthma and eczema, so boom, straight out of the army straight away. Oh, JJ's crying again. Feel bad. Meg struggles to leave him to cry, whereas I'll just leave him to cry if it's just me. Do you know what I mean? Because he'll stop crying, but she has to go in, and then you pick him up, and then he thinks you're going to come back and pick him up again. He plays on Meg's softness. He's not stupid. That's the thing with kids, right? You notice it straight away, but what can you do? I don't blame him. I'd do it. Of course. Why would you not do it? He plays on Meg's softness all the time. If I'm putting him to sleep, if Meg finishes work after his bedtime, yeah, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he goes straight to sleep every time, no matter what. And Thursday, if I'm putting him to bed, but she's there, he'll be all right. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when he knows she's here, he terrorizes the life out of us. There's no reason for him to be crying. I even let bottles through the night, mate. Why do you have to give kids bottles through the night? We're trying to. Lad, I love. Please don't make me answer this. Is that Reggie? You on about the football thing? I've been wrong about Manny and Van Dijk. They're my really bad ones. The Marines like rugby every time it's 20 awful scenes. Were you in the Marines, Stefan, or the Army? Reggie, I've been wrong about Van Dijk and Manny. I think that's it. Not really been wrong about much more than that. Not badly anyway. He's proper crying. There's nothing I can do. I'm busy. I'm doing a live chat. See, after last week's, which was fucking sick, this week's is going to be absolutely terrible. I hope it bombs on purpose. Manny and Van Dijk were the bad ones. They were the bad ones. They're the only ones. Who else am I wrong about? And it can't just be wrong in terms of they weren't great straight away. Like I played a long game. Nunes is going to be an unbelievable player. I can't tell you how good Nunes is going to be. Look, everything about him. He's rapid. He's everywhere. The Army lad. As long as you keep backing down, sound. Henderson though, Reggie, you was a Henderson fan, weren't you? With me, how hard's it been? Paras there. Are they paratroopers the ones that fly in from the sky, jump in from the sky and that? I met a paratrooper on a train to Burnley away once, and he was telling me the mad shit they get up to, and it's like mad stuff. They jump in from the sky, innit? Paratroopers, or if I just completely made that up. 1 minute, let me just do this. That one will do. Maroon Barrett, yeah. What's that? Do you know when you've ate that much food that you feel like the food's up here? So every time you burp, you think you're going to be sick. That's how much food I've ate now. I've scanned a full Singapore vermicelli, the full thing, a full large egg fried rice. So they give you, Meg gets a meal, and then they give her like, you know, them little tubs of rice that you get. Well, I don't want that. It's not enough egg fried rice for me. So I get a fucking large egg fried rice. Comes with another egg on top of it. I think I posted a picture of it on Twitter. It comes with a big, massive egg fried rice on top of that as well. And then I get like a bottle of bastard between the two of them trying to do each other. All right, between the parrot and the thingies. You are all chatting with each other. I don't need to get involved in all your chats. What we were talking about then. See, this is going to be so the two different versions of the being stoned. This one now, the useless, like sludgy one. But usually I'm uplifted. Look, last week I had a joint and it blows my head off. I can't wait to just talk about everything and anything. But this one, it's like it's a chore to talk. I'm fucking knackered. This weekend's been a bad weekend. Why did I watch that UFC card? Do you know what? Right, I remember. I promise you. So there was why was I up on my own on Saturday? Oh yeah, Meg was at work before when I put JJ to bed and Meg was still in work on Saturday. There was a time when I thought, because I was knackered, I was thinking, if I just go to sleep now and sleep straight through, do you know how nice this will be? Because he will definitely sleep in. He never ended up sleeping in, to be honest. But I would have been asleep from like 9 o'clock, and I just thought, shall I do it? I could definitely like imagine having a 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock sleep. How long that is? Like that's ridiculous. I'd love that. And I didn't, and I woke up for it, and it was just the worst card ever. Like, even though the main event wasn't like terrible, it was like just all right. But like just the whole, obviously, you got to think of like a way in terms of enjoying it. I love Arnold Allen, and he UFC cat was the worst thing I've seen a weekend. Watch. Oh yes, is that Josh B? Is that my resident Sunderland fan? Do you know what? I followed you for years, and every time I used to get new account, this is God's honest truth, right? I promise you, yeah. So for all them accounts, yeah, 20 odd accounts, however long if this is the one I'm thinking of it is, I've followed you. He was the hardest person ever to find him to get him back, and he was the Sunderland fan I followed for years and years who has a clue about Sunderland, if that makes sense. And I remember used to for years. Every time I got banned, I wouldn't ever. Yeah, it is. Every time I'd get banned, sometimes like I'd do it, whatever tweet, and people go, "Oh, he's back on Twitter," and then you'd follow me or something. But other times I wouldn't just stay here for ages, and you can never find your name. And I feel like I can never find your name when I find it now. Oh, Meg's messaging me now. What's up? This is stress. Oh, half an hour. See, this is. I feel like in the time when I'm bombing the worst and not wanting to do it the worst, JJ's decided to kick off. I would have been well within my rights to put this off, but you know what? I've been told consistency every Sunday. Right. Anyway, what was we talking about then? Should we go to the questions? What was it? No, because what was he talking about then? It was well more important than see, this is what I do. I have a joint there and I forget what I'm saying. If I'm doing voice notes or something like that, I completely forget what I've said. And I have to stop the voice note and listen to it back and realize and wonder what I was talking about. What was we just talking about then? Get the free promo. Yes, there you go, Josh. But yeah. So for some reason I could just never find you. And then bang, randomly you'd be pop up and you'd be there back again. I'm coming to a Sunderland game this year, by the way, definitely. Sunderland are fully. I don't believe in second teams at all, but if you had to have a second team, if you had to choose a second team, Sunderland are my second team all day, every day. Which just makes it matter that I love Henderson and that Henderson came from him and that Henderson's the best captain I've ever seen in my life. And he came from them and I love them and I love him and I love it, Liverpool. And it's just, why would he have to come from their club? Right, what was I doing on my phone then? What was I supposed to be going on? Or posting my thing. This is the worst live chat of all time. It's definitely the food. Is it the food, or am I just super tired? The UFC. Oh, the UFC. We'll talk about the UFC. What was the fucking UFC all about, mate? What was going on with that fucking fight? With that card? Right. You almost right. So I've seen someone say you should separate the women's fights from the men's, and the women should only be on the prelims. And you feel yourself like laughing at it and thinking, "Fucking yeah," but obviously you can't say it because, well, you can say it, but like you feel weird about thinking it. But unless it's like Valentina Shevchenko, like not even Grosso, like Nunes was. You know what I mean? Unless it's the top tier of girls fighting, they're terrible. Girls' fights are shocking. Like I feel like they're not. Have we blagged ourselves into saying that girls' MMA is good because Dana White sold it to us as good? Because like I'm just steadfast. I love boxing, but I'm steadfast on women's boxing is terrible. We'll never get into it. We'll never accept it because I think I came into MMA late and women's MMA was already big. Would I have accepted it if I'd have been in it? Because then again, there's not as many good boxing women's fights as there is good boxing UFC fights. There's definitely Tommy G. That's the whole Tommy G. Hang on, let me put it on the screen. See, I'm too bogged down stone to do all the good stuff. But look, there's too much UFC. That's the problem. I think that too. You know what? I don't watch at all ever. Don't even touch the Apex cards. Don't watch them no matter what. Doesn't matter who's headlining or anything. I don't watch the Apex cards. I just leave them. It's pointless. Unless it's the top card to get recorded and watch. See, I can't do that though, Supreme. I cannot record or wait till the morning to watch something because if the results exist, I have to Google them. It's like series like that Mr. Bait thingy, the Postman one. It's like that. I'm posting this, you know. I ruined it for myself again. To be fair, I never ruined that one as bad as I have. Literally, people must have done that before. Do you know where you're watching a series and you just ruin it? You just read the whole real story to the end. I've done it with loads, to be honest. Whenever I start watching something with Meg, I always do it. I can't help myself. I just Google to the end. But the only one thing has anyone seen this American Nightmare on Netflix? It's the maddest thing you will ever watch in your life. Has anybody seen it? American Nightmare. It's unreal. So first episodes from the lad. So it's a good. There's a home invasion. Why am I explaining it right? Anyway, there's a home invasion, yeah, and there's a guy and a girl going at each other, and the girl gets kidnapped, right? Or like, so obviously, so they say. And the first episode's a boy's story, And why have I just put that? And the second episode's the girl story, and then the third episode's like those dodgy cops. Yeah, them dodgy cops. Have you seen it? And the third episode's like a what really happened. Uh, so I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it now. I spent the can I? Well, this is spoilers. I spent the full set. Has anyone watched it? I spent the full second episode hating the girl, hating her, thinking she's the worst liar in the world. But loads of people have, everyone I've spoke to has, even other girls saying, I can't believe I thought this about a girl. Like, I'm guessing that's what the whole point of the show is. Is it like supposed to be like thought provocative or something? Because everyone's like, can you believe it? I fully hated this girl, hated her. I thought she's the worst person ever. She didn't even, so he was believable in his actual interview with the police and off camera, like the 15 years, whatever in the future it is now, in the future, in the present it is now, he was still believable. Yeah, he was still the way he was talking and stuff. He's still sounding like, and he seems believable. But she, in fairness to her, at the time, does sound believable. Like the story she's given to the police when she's young, she's not like blazing or anything. But then later on, present day, when she's on it, don't watch stuff like that. I don't know if it work. Honestly, mate, trust me, I don't watch crap, right? So a lot of people watch crap and what's it called? Suggest for other people to watch crap, and it's crap. Like that kitchen, I knew that kitchen was going to be garbage. Yeah, terrible, terrible. I knew Meg would watch it, and she's watching it. Started watching it tonight. Terrible. Yes, Docker. Docker, where's Ben, mate? Ben used to come into all of these. Right, we need to start doing going through the actual questions. This is going to be a short one. This might be 45 minutes. Do you know what the worst bit is? There's a couple of questions where I should be on smoke, but I am on there couldn't be less smoke coming out of me. Might save them until next week. Awful kitchen. Yeah, everyone's saying it's terrible, but I knew it was going to be terrible because Ian Wright's in it. I heard Ian Wright talking about it on that footy podcast, and I looked it up, and I knew it was going to be terrible. Do you know what? I'm going to save a couple of these questions so when I don't feel like this. Definitely Roy's. Roy, if you're listening, mate, your question's getting saved till next week. Mike said, how much allowance does Meg give you each week? Can we just fucking stop with this now as well, please? Like, I feel like Friday, yeah, it was the day where I thought, mate, this has to stop, yeah. So we'd watched that Mr. Bates versus Post. That's the whole thing we started. 22 minutes ago, I started a story about Mr. Bates and the post office. Haven't finished it. Haven't got to the end of it now, and I'm just getting right back to it now. This is going to be the worst live chat ever of all of them done. Oh, and the beard. I can't believe I shaved it off. People kept saying, when you're shaving the beard, and it was like, I'm going to shave it off when this is why it's not really why the mic's back out, to be honest. I brought the mic back out because the last one sounded a bit mad. But I feel like the mic, it's not great, is it? Because it's too low. I don't know, I have it like that. And I need a haircut as well, look at that. So it's everything. Basically, I'm in it looks like I'm in disguise for a live chat. Right, what I was talking about then, yeah, so what was I just saying then? Oh my God, I've just come back to it and then not finished it again. Oh, Mr. Bates in the post office. Yes, I was watching that dead late, yeah, on Thursday night. And then went to sleep at gone midnight. I think it was like 12:30. And then I'm up at my alarm goes off at 5:15. Everyone has that alarm, don't they? Well, Meg doesn't, she has 3. But everyone has that alarm. Gillette blades, what do you mean? I'd Meg not give you, all right. Do you know what? I just wet shave all the time as well. I never use a finger. It took a long time though. Obviously I didn't wet shave that, but you know what I mean. What was I saying then? Yeah, so that Friday, so listen, I had 4.5 hours sleep, yeah. And then went to work and started at 6 and did a 12-hour shift. And then I don't know why I went to the gym. I went to the gym after work, I don't know why. It was pointless. Probably yes, Seb's in as well. Seb, mate, you might want to leave. This is the worst live chat we've ever had. I've got more door for shaving gel next week. You know what the funny thing about all this is? I'm doing all these shifts, so she's got 2 more Mondays left in work, and then she's going part-time. I can't believe after being part-time or having no job since 2019, I'm now full-time and Meg's going part-time. That last year off with just being a dad to JJ was just the best. It felt like it was like fake time, like it was too good to be true. I was just off every day, just being a dad. Imagine that. It's the fucking sickest year of my life. I felt like I cheated the world. How's he going to afford to keep our laptop at home being part-time? Exactly. She's going to start living off me for you. But honestly, mate, I'm gutted about it. But do you know what it is? So this job that I'm doing, right, I just need like a chilled job that's just so I don't ever go like don't blow through my savings or anything, and I can just live off my job. So I wanted good hours and everything, and this job was just like perfect. 6 to Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I do 4 days a week. I see people campaigning on fucking Twitter and stuff for political parties to enforce 4 day weeks. Well, I do 4 days a week. It's perfect. And do you know what it is as well? Now I'm old. Yeah, back in the day I could do 5 days. Every day in work I was fine. I could be tired or whatever, rough. Never ringing sick. I had one sick day at Salvation Army in like how many years? What, 7.5 years? And it's not even like being a goody two shoes or nothing like that. I just I just go in. If I'm ill or rough or whatever, I just get in work. I'm just tough. Do you know what it is? That's what it is. I realised that when I went to the gym on Friday, right? So one of my good mates, you know that picture, that that bag of love picture, the 2014 picture where I put that comment about us all nearly birds and everyone's like, oh, fucking. Do you know if do you know that that's how I just thought like Twitter's the maddest thing ever. Yeah, I put a thing about we went for a week, bro, man. Has anyone been to Magaluf in here? Went for a week, right? And that is it. That's, by the way, that was it. One each in a week, right? A week in Magaluf. It's embarrassing. What I wrote should have been embarrassing. And they were saying I was bragging about it. They were sending me like as if it was like the maddest thing that had ever been said. They should have been terrorizing me. Someone said, call me Top Shagger. It's the opposite end of Top Shagger, the very other far scale of it. But anyway, the lad on my left, right? Oh, yeah, on my, the one that doesn't look like Steve Cooper. I'll get the picture up. Sorry, Ash Cutman, yeah, me and him, closest of course mates growing up. We still are good mates now, but we were close mates growing up, yeah. We always used to play football together, always competitive against each other at football. It used to be like a thing where he would say that I'll put a tuber grip on it, yeah. Because if I had a sore arm or sore ankle or sore knee or whatever, I'd put a tuber grip on it and play on with it. And it's all literally only recently where I thought, fucking damn right, I'd put a tuber grip on it and fucking play on it because nobody else would. That's why. Whereas people are thinking I'm soft putting tuber grips on things, I was playing on injuries that no one else would have played on, but putting a tuber grip on it, that's what it is. I work to live, not live to work, doing Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 1:30. That's sick. That's a good shift. I work to live, yeah, that's a sick shift. That's a perfect shift. What are you doing? Mine's 6 till 2. I'm home by 2:15 every day. Can do whatever I want. If all your days planned after 2 o'clock, especially in summer, I can't wait until summer. The only thing is, I've realised. So obviously, I worked in an office all my actual working life that I've had so far. I was in an office, like smart casual. You get fucking aircon and all that. But then I've realised when you go to like these like warehouses, how cold and hot they are. The differences. Oh my god, can't believe it. So I remember summer, I was thinking that like surely sometimes you can't work in these conditions. You know what I mean? Or there's all get the driest mouth ever when I'm stoned. It's I'm an anatomical. Man, I can't even read that. Anatomical pathology technologist. Did I nail that? I don't even. If you told me to guess for £1,000,000 what you do, I don't think I could from that. I don't have a clue. Couldn't even begin to imagine what you do for a job. But they're good hours. I don't do nothing like that, mate. I stick labels on boxes and shit, mate. But it's perfect. Nailed. Did I get it right? Yes. Have you noticed? So that's one thing about doing these videos. I can't pronounce anything right at all. I'm the worst at footballers' names, words, everything. Don't know why. I always have been. And especially when I'm stoned and I forget everything. Right, should we go to some of the questions? I've just realised we're half an hour in, and I feel like this is just like me trying to come round. I'm not going to come round. I'm a fucking mess. It's the food 100% in it because I always have a joint. Seb will tell you, right? Why am I coming home listening to people talk about work? Yeah, you're not wrong. Seb, right, will tell you when I have a joint, it brings me up. Right, who wins in a fight? Go on. It brings me up. But this hasn't because I'm so full. I think it's because I'm so full. I just want to go to bed. I'd love nothing more to either get to bed or go on the couch. Deserves to have half a day off just for being able to spell that. Yeah, that's a long fucking thing, that. Who wins in a fight between who, Seb? Who's Seb going to say you? Right. First question. Missed the senior bit off. What do you mean? Senior? Oh, you're a senior. Oh, okay. All right, mate. Fucking hell. Supreme's tilde at his head, isn't he? I can already see it. I reckon he's fucking rich at his head. Ryan McGrath, what do you think the Gaethje Holloway fight could be like for Gaethje? Oh, do you? Read it wrong. Do you think the Gaethje Holloway fight could be like the Gaethje Ferguson fight? And it's just too much for Holloway, and he's never the same afterwards. Horrible matchup either way. Yeah, I definitely think it is. I think it's a terrible fight for Holloway. I don't think it's a bad fight for Holloway. Anyone? I don't even know if any. Oh yes, we've just been talking about MMA. There's got to be some MMA fans in here. It's a terrible fight for Holloway. When he went up last time against Poirier, yeah, he got a bit of a beating, but it wasn't. He got a welterweight as well. It wasn't just a bit of a beating. It was the fact that he. I'm leaving it there. It wasn't just I can't leave it there. It wasn't the fact that he got a beating. It was the fact that he looked undersized. He got moved around the cage. Do you know what I mean? And Poirier's like a he's Poirier's a big 155er, but he's not like a you have to move. Like he would be too small to like settle the beef with Colby. That's what I think anyway, and I think he knows that as well. And he just looked massive compared to Holloway, like double the size of him. And I just genuinely think like it's a terrible matchup. I think Gaethje's big, strong. The only thing what someone said, it was on, I think it was on a show, was what if Holloway like over fingers him with, do you know, like Strickland versus Adesanya with just like with offense, like just like throwing so much at him, but I just can't see it. And even though one big Irish one would give him a run around, I reckon, Seb. How many ants would it take to beat you up? Ants. You know I'm terrified of ants. Do you know I'm terrified of ants? That's what. Do you know how weird that? I'm scared of ants. Like ants, terrified of them. Not terrified where I can't kill them or anything, but like I always imagine loads of ants covering your body and biting you and everything. They're horrible things, ants. Do you remember back in the day when you'd get like a fucking ant hole under like a rock or something? We used to. Mum and Dad have got a massive fucking shed. Not even a shed. It's like a garage in the back garden, yeah. And behind the back of that and stuff, you used to always get the worst ants. Ants are horrible. Ants are just as bad as rats, mate. They're horrendous. But yeah, I think Holloway's going to get fucking bludgeoned to death. I don't understand why he's took it either. They're horrible, ants. There's just so many of them. I don't like things like that where, there's so many of them and they can cover anything. They're horrible, mate. Ants are disgusting. They make my skin crawl watching them run around and stuff. I get itchy when I see them, like loads of ants on the floor. They're fucking horrendous. Ants are horrendous. I'll kill them. All kinds. I've fucking gone to war with ants many times. Remember the aftershave burn? People have done aftershaves, boiling water and that with ants. I fucking fight them all the time, but yeah, I don't like them at all. I hate them. I've got another text there. This kid's having like the worst night ever, whilst I'm having the worst night ever all at the same time. What question was we on then? I'm leaving some of these questions for when I'm a better stoned. Who's going to headline UFC 300? I don't know. Mate, I got to Thailand, went in for the first bar, and within 5 minutes sat on an ant's nest. Ants that bite as well. It was up there with the fuck off, an ant's nest. See, I would get a flight home, promise you. I promise you now I'd get a flight home. Magnifying glasses as a kid was a good one. I never did that. I seen it on film doing that, but I think I was always just too impatient to try and get the sun stuff. I was like kettle, deodorant with a lighter, just killing them, drowning them, everything. But you'd go to war with ants, wouldn't you? There was loads of them. I've never done the magnifying glass though. I was always probably a bit skeptical if it even worked. Who's going to headline UFC 300? This is like a big full UFC thing. Surely they're going to turn around DDP and Strickland now. It's not serial killer tackle, I promise you. Ants who no one's asked about who are like this big. You don't get. They're so small that you can't even see them die. So you're not getting. I won't get enjoyment out of it. I was killing them because I think they're going to fuck me up. That's all that is. No one wants to do that. Yeah, like I think. Do you know when people put like wings off flies and stuff, or terrorize dogs, terrorize cats, terrorize. Even if you've got like rats, even though I wouldn't be asked, because I don't like rats. But even if you're like, I just poked myself in the eye. I've just badly poked myself in the eye. I'm not even joking. Like it proper hurt. Oh, this could be the worst live chat of all time. Oh, just poked myself badly in the eye. What's Seb saying? I poked myself in the eye. It's really hurting. Go up quick, from memory. Just only been about 6, 7. What? Go up quick, from memory. Must have only been about 4, 6. Catch one and they'd smoke instantly. Yeah, 100. Oh yeah, mate. Do you remember you used to get your lighter and your fucking deodorant and go, and they just all of them be smoked, mate. Yeah, they don't have. They're on nothing, ants, mate. That's the thing. I think they're just like really strong for the size, but obviously because they're that small, they're on nothing. There's nothing. They've got nothing about them. They can't win anyone in a fight. Having millions of you would only work if the person's like asleep and you can completely crowd his body. No one's losing a fight to ants. No animal, surely. Surely there's no animal that loses a fight to an ant. Ants can't have. What do ants eat? Don't they eat like mud and that? Ants can't have a fucking appetite for animals. They'd never win a fight. American Nightmare worth a watch? Yes, I've just done a full fucking review of it. Of course, it's worth a watch. What's your question, Mike? Mike, I've already answered it. How much allowance I get? We've answered it already. We've gone past. Bullet ounce. I ain't googling bullet ounce, mate. I promise you. Yeah, obviously Supreme, the strongest foot, but being strong when you're that size is pointless. You know what I mean? It's like when Ant-Man goes, "Oh, no, because he is." Just what's the point of being that strong if you're that small? Because you still, yeah, right. An ant can. People say like, "Oh, an ant can lift 75,000 tons worth of its at times its fucking finger in it," but it's still like what a fucking cashew nut or something. Can an ant run with a cashew nut? It's not that impressive. Obviously, it's impressive for the ant, but it's still tiny. You can just stand on it. They're very like unequipped to fight. One bite kill a human within 24 hours. Game over them. Bullet ants. Let's have a look. Is that why they're called bullet ants? Because it's like a bullet. Bullet ants. Get ants and snakes as well. Snakes, ants, and spiders. I'm not scared of spiders in the house. I'll just go and squish it or punch it or anything. I'm not scared of them, but tarantulas are not for me. Bullets. I've just put bullets instead of ants. Bullet ants. I'm still so soil. Clavanta, commonly known as a bullet ant species, in it. They look awful. Kill you in half, apparently. Go to a karaoke song, gotta be George Michael amazing with the CCTV back. Yes, that is my go-to karaoke song always is Careless Whisper, because the last bridge or whatever it's called, I know I can nail it. Even though I'm terrible, obviously I can't sing. I can put enough like blag emotion into it where like, it's good. Always Careless Whisper, but yeah, Amazing is a big, big, big tune. What was on the way home from Seb? It's a big tune. Do you know why I got that back in my life? Right, weirdest thing ever. So obviously I loved it because I love George Michael, but I didn't listen to it for years. And then, do you remember Liam Payne from One Direction had that meltdown where he was just going around podcasts and just talking nonsense and saying he would smack them all and everything, and he would threaten. He used to threaten them and stuff. On his story, he did a fucking private. I'm gonna find it. Not on his story. It can't be that far. Liam Payne. He doesn't. Does he Instagram that much? He'd done a private gig for some rich family and did that. Southampton 4-4. Oh, he's done. Don't you just hate it when fucking famous people clear up their Instagram and they like just delete loads of random stuff? Like, who's ass, mate? Why did they delete stuff? Who cares? It's gone. I'll never get that video back, I bet you. Bet it'll never exist again. It was just him. And it was always on his Instagram and he was thanking the person who paid for it. It must have been some rich guy and he'd done the kid's party. I'm sure it was like a bar mitzvah or something. Promise you, Liam Payne, amazing. Let's see if I can find it. It's not going to be there. Will the internet will there not be someone who just fucking saves his videos? Oh, it doesn't exist anywhere. I can't find it. It was on his own Instagram, but I just never thought I'd have to save it because I assumed it would always be there. This is the saddest thing ever. Well, anyway, I've got you tagged. I've got it. You tagged me in it. I'll tag you in it now. Oh my god, can you tag me in it? It won't exist though. I think he's deleted it. He said, "Oh, I did tag you in it, didn't I?" Is he gonna tag me in it? And that's how I got back into it and loved it. Seb, you're gonna realise it's gone. I serenaded a pub full of goths in Careless Whisper last week, mate. Yeah, I know. I got shown the video. That's why I said to you, we're doing Careless Whisper on karaoke on the 2nd. I killed it, me and Toulouse, and I had no voice, literally no voice. Here he is, Scott. Listen, right, Jota, yeah. The facts about Jota are he's obviously an unbelievable player, right? He's you say he's a great goal scorer, but his goal to game ratio is not that good considering he's I know, Seb, I know, but he's deleted it. It's not. He's done one of them celebrity clear ups where he's made all his feed look all presentable and that. It fucking does made in. Scott, listen, Jota's a great player, yeah, very good player, not denying it, but doesn't suit our style. No matter what any of you want to pretend, he doesn't suit our style. He doesn't. Very rarely plays well. Scores goals, yep, so you forget it, but he very rarely plays well. And he's fucking slow, and I'm not interested in slow players at all. We can't have slow attackers, slow midfielders, slow defenders, whatever, mate, but we can't have slow attackers. We need fast attackers, or if they're not fast, they have to be like super amazing, technically like Gakpo. They have to be fast. Even Salah, I'm not joking when I say get rid of Salah seriously, mate. Like, because no one see that tonight, how more fluid we are without him, where he just fucking wants to be in the centre of the centre of everything and just runs into defenders and runs down the fucking line all the time. We're a better team without Salah at the minute, 100%. And then if you sell him for 100 and whatever million, and then get another 2 exciting attackers, and sort your defence out for that money. Fucking perfect. Why are people disagreeing with me? Why are people not saying that we should sell Salah? Everybody should be in agreement that we sell Salah for 100 and something million. It doesn't matter about his numbers because other people will pick up the slack. He gets so much numbers because he's a greedy cunt. And I feel like gets to the point where I have to be like overly aggressive and negative towards him, even though I love him. He's giving me some of the best. Do you know when you need someone, when you're shit, you're proper terrible, and you need someone who you can like say, he's probably one of the best in the world when he plays for us. He was that when we was like obviously the Kiev game and stuff, and I love him. I love him to bits. He's absolutely amazing. Him and Mane's little arguments used to piss me off because I was always behind Salah from the start. I love Salah from the start because obviously he's fucking rapid. What I don't understand right at all is why I never liked Mane. Why did I just never like Mane? Because he was rapid as well, and I just love pace. I don't know why, for some reason, because I remember Mane missing a penalty against Liverpool, but they still won, and he still scored. And then for some reason, I remember Mane having like a bad game, and me just like being like fully negative against Mane, but I shouldn't have been. I should always have been on Mane's side. But obviously, I base all my opinions off never seen anybody. Cole Palmer, he's dog shit, terrible. I know he is, but to be fair, I've seen him a couple of times, but I know he's dog shit, and he's just scoring penalties because you said he was shy early on and stuff like that. I know, but I don't know. Do you know what? It felt like we were overpaying for another Southampton player as well with Mane as well. Like 35 million when we paid it was quite a lot at the time, and we only ever used to get one hit at the 35 million players, and sometimes we'd get it wrong. Do you know what I mean? But he just turned out unreal. That's what it is, Supreme, and it is as well. Look, so get this, yeah, perfect. I remembered this, and I wanted to say it, but I've not done a video since. Right, so I found a picture that shows where my hairline used to be perfectly. So there's this here on my hairline, look. So it's on my side there. So it'll be on the other side here, right? Watch. Oh, I might not do it because it's too long. Hang on, is it? No, it's this side, definitely. Right, there's this side here, yeah. My hair goes thinner here in the corner. You can't really see it. When I get it cut, I'll show you. Yeah, it goes thinner on this side, and it looks like it's going thinner, but it's not. It's a scar I've got on my head. Look. But it just so happens now that my hairline has caught it up. So it looks, look at this. This is how badly my hair has receded. Fucking hell, look at that, yeah. Put this back on. This is how badly my hair has receded, yeah. Look at that picture. My hair is now where that scar is. Do you see that? That there, not on the side. That there is where my hair is now. My hair's there. No. I'll show you. There. That's how far back it's gone. What are you talking about? Like, how much are we saying there? My hairline could have gone back an inch. I think my hairline's gone back an inch. That's bad, you know. It's in denial. Bick it. I'm not bicking it yet, except you feel. See, Stefan, do you know what? You've put me off it, so I would have happily bicked my hair. I promise you, I would have just bicked it. Not a problem. But you said you have to do it every single day. Every day, and I just can't do it. Can't do it every day. Right, what's the next question anyway? This is the most unlike put together live chat of all time. Matthew, again, he watches them all the time as well. So if City are fined and relegated, would you be happy with the titles being given to us retrospectively, or would you rather those seasons be voided? 100% give us the titles. We came second. You know what? I promise you, if we'd have come second on like 85 points and they finished on like 87, and I felt embarrassed taking them, but there was a season we finished second on 97 points. 97 points we finished second on. You know how ridiculous that is? 97 points. That's one win. One. That's 3 points away from 100 points, and we came second in the league. Fucking, of course, I would fucking take them. We deserve them. We should have had them, definitely. And then obviously we'll be straight above United. Oh no way! No way! My dad's texting me. The old woman who lives 2 doors up, lived there my entire life, known her 30 years. She's died. How sad's that? I'm not going to read the thing, but it says Doreen has died. I'm so fed up I didn't get to see her again. I'm going to miss her terribly. Give JJ a big kiss from me. How sad's that? How nice a guy's my dad. Sad that, you know. Doreen. R.I.P. Doreen. I actually mean that. She's a nice woman. What was we talking about then? What was we saying? I'm going to go back to the questions. City relegating a fine. Give us the fucking Premier Leagues, of course we should. What would happen with that though? What happened in Italy? You hate Manny because he's got a better hairline. What happened with Italy? What happened with the Italy one? Did they get the who did their ones go to? Or did they leave them void? You can't leave them void. So we would have won them. We should have them. And imagine going above United on league titles by default by City fucking up on financial thing. Oh, it'd be the best thing in the world. Yeah, of course I want to take them. Award Sunderland 2014 league. Will the charges go that far back? I was gutted when you lost that. You took the lead as well, didn't you? Did you take the lead? Did you? Yeah, Barini scored, didn't he, first? Was it? Yeah, Barini scored early, and then was it? Yeah, Torre did that stupid goal where like there's no backlift, no nothing. What was that final now? I've watched so many like League Cup and FA Cup finals. Yeah, one lad. Yeah, I remember it. But I was devastated. I remember that. Henderson was in your end, wasn't he? In a hoodie. I remember being buzzing that he was in your end. Oh, did you go, Josh? Did you go to that game? Right. Back to this question. Oh no, we've done that question. Right, what's the next question? Why am I on? What? One sec. Oh, I've deleted it. How would you press undo on notes? How'd you undo on notes? Can anyone know? I've deleted all the questions. I've just highlighted all the questions and pasted them with one question of who's going to headline UFC 300 because I copied that ages ago, but like to put it in it's the last question that was asked. I've just fingered over all the questions with one question. What do I do? Could this go any worse? Do you know what the worst bit was about this? Right, so I came to do the live chat, and I was sat on the couch for like half an hour from finishing the joint at 7. No, 7:30. So 8 o'clock I finished it. What the fuck am I? I started it at 7:30, and at 8 o'clock I finished it. And I lay on the couch just thinking, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? And the mate's like, nah, just do it right. And then as I got ready to do it, oh yeah, it was JJ cry, and it was like, for fuck's sake, I just psyched myself up to get on. Usually it's fine, I love them, but this has been terrible. It's been terrible, and I hate it. And I've got three of the questions that was asked, I'm definitely saving them because they deserve a proper answer. But they're like, you need to be like a smoky, like wanting to fight people mood. I just can't be asked. I haven't got it in me. I haven't got the quick. Do you know what? That's another thing I realised. So do you know Conor McGregor? Yeah, do you know? And this is not me comparing myself to Conor McGregor at all. I probably should, but do you know how he's just like terrible now? His shouts, like they're not like. Do you know when I realised he was done at the Joshua card when he said he couldn't box? He said about KSI and he couldn't box exit an egg boxing factory. He said it on Sky, and I thought it wasn't like this. It was quite quick, but not that bad. And then he said it again to IFL like a couple of days. Oh, no, on the same day. Sorry, so he said the same thing twice. And I think like when you get older, definitely because his brain will be bum fucking so's mine. Your brain just goes to mush, and you're not like as quick with it. I think you've not got as much hate. I think it's the hate you carry. But when you're in your 20s, you just hate everybody. And you can just be nasty to everyone. But then when you get older, you're not got it quite in you. I feel like I'm not as witty in arguments anymore because I've got older. Definitely the same thing. That's why McGregor's finished. Think how shit his rips were to Poirier in the third fight compared to like the Eddie Alvarez press conference is one of the best press conferences of all time. It's the most hilarious. Like that is Conor McGregor on form. The Mayweather one's good, but it's not as good as the Alvarez one. That's the best one. I'll delete the questions. I'm not even joking when I tell you I've deleted the questions. No, I'll go back on Twitter. So I've got look. So I've got Roy at the top because I know Roy's question, but I'm going to save that till. And then I've just got who should headline UFC 300 because that's what was the last thing that I copied, and I've copied and pasted it over all the questions. I only had like 2 more questions, or to be fair, what shall I do? Should I just end this? I don't even want to be here anyway. I didn't want to be on this live chat once. I was fucking hating every minute of it, and I've done for 50 minutes. 50 minutes is fine. What's that thing saying? I think this is fine. I think we just wrap it up here. Should I do one midweek? No, do it next Sunday. Embrace the old day, like the babies having a nap at the wrong time as well. Life gets hard these days. You definitely chill as you get older, don't know if anything. You get wise, definitely get wiser. You just and I also just think like genuinely, you're happier. I think you're happier in your 30s than you are in your 20s. You're just like more grounded. You're like you've definitely got more money in your 30s than you had in your 20s. I think most people have more money in the 30s, wouldn't they, than they had in the 20s. Well, a lot of people will anyway. Come with like you've always I have, mate. It's been a bad one, this, but it's the food. It's definitely because I just want to go. I just want to get in bed. I think I'm tired as well, but usually it's not how it is. But who's asked? Um, Tommy, I'm getting to that point now where JJ used to nap on command all the time, and like when you could time his way, but now he's just taking like he has like 1 2.5 hour nap a day. But you have to time it right. If you give it him too early, he's a nightmare. Kids are just mad, aren't they? I always think like he is the best baby, and he has been out with good night. I'm off as well. I'm going to be off in about 2 minutes, Seb, so you're not missing anything. He has been the best baby ever, but he's also now becoming a bit of a crank. Like he cries when you know there's nothing wrong with him. He's into everything, which is the worst bit about it. He's just it's just a proper nightmare. But do you know what? This is where I want to end this live chat because I just want to get in bed. How I've done it, honestly, I promise you, if you could see what it was like before I started, I was just thinking, fuck this off. I just want to get in bed. Like I was literally on the couch falling asleep. I even set an alarm, look, for I told you it gets worse. Oh, it's terrible, aren't they? Why they're just like not nice people. Hang on. I can do things on my phone stoned. They're just not nice, are they? Like no, definitely not another one. You can tell with them like they have babies, obviously, because the babies, they don't know how to hide the traits, do they? Do you know what I mean? They don't really know how to be sly or anything. So when they cry, they proper cry. I know when he cries, he has a certain cry when he's crying, when he's really crying for something. If he's really hurt himself or if he's really in pain or if something's happened, he's got a proper cry. But 90% of the time, he's not crying like that. He's just doing the fakest cry ever. It's better like as they get, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. I want him to be like an age where he's my mate and he's running around and he's talking that, but I also think, imagine when he can start telling you no, how annoying that'll be. But look, yeah, got my fingers. Oh, my alarms. I always have to leave that many alarms. Turned off, 8:05. I set an alarm thinking if I snooze here for 10 minutes, my alarm will go off and wake me up to do the live chat. That's how fucking tired I am. And I've still jumped on and done 52 minutes. My 2-year-old last night, oh no, iPad down the stairs this morning because he found it funny. Is it fucked? Or is it all right? Oh, see, things like that where they're like big enough to, like cause trouble. Like JJ he's only like what, still 15 months. He's too like small to cause trouble, if that makes sense. He can't really do much. Like if he can get about in that, obviously he's walking now fully and he can get into everything, but he's not dangerous or anything. If things are heavy, he can't pick them up. My dread is when they get a bit bigger, where they can pick heavy things up and they can start like smashing things up and shit. Right, I'm going. I'm not even gonna touch any more of that Chinese. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like, you're on the whole thing, I'm going. Right, that was the worst live chat of all time. Fuck you, James. But that Carolina Panthers are doing terribly. Did they finish 1-17? Did they win one game? Who lost to them? Carolina Panthers. What a bad team to choose. But I feel like, from what I know about the NFL, it comes around. Does that make sense? Like it will come back around and the Carolina Panthers will be good before I know it. And then I'll be supporting a good team. Is that how it works? Got 4 girls aged. 4 girls. No boys. That's sad, that, mate. No boys. I'm glad I got JJ first because now I can just have, like, I want a second one and I'd love a girl, but I've got my lad. What did the Carolina Panthers finish last season? Oh, do I care enough? I don't care enough. Right, I'm off. Been absolutely terrible. Next week will be good and I'll save the questions that should have been answered this week, next week. See you later, everyone. Live chat episode